Hey everyone, here I am again. This time I'm using quite a girly collection. It's the Pebbles girlfriend collection, I'm pretty sure it's called. And there's some other bits and pieces from like the Crepe Paper Girl line and everything like that in the Kitaholic collection or kit this month that I had used. So this is one from a previous collection, previous month, because we're already in November and I'm pretty sure this would have been maybe September, maybe even August. Gosh, it goes so quick. Anyway, so for some reason I got my inspiration from triangles. So I thought for a change I'd actually cut my photo, and as you can see I cut it with the guillotine into a triangle shape, and then I of course just messily cut all the pieces of paper that I wanted from the collection. So what I actually end up doing is cutting pretty much one of every piece of pattern paper in the collection in the kit, whether it's the back or the front side or both sides that I use. So I'm just trying to lay them out, and it's one of this layout, this process video is one of those ones where you can make a drinking game. So you can drink every time I change the position of the triangles. So this is position number 1, and as you can see I'm not gluing them down, so therefore they're going to change. But they also change again, and they change another time, I'm pretty sure, at very least. So it's quite funny how everything always changes. Anyway, so obviously I thought, okay, I'm getting to the point where I probably like to stick them down. Maybe I'll do something to my background before I start sticking. We got this lovely Heidi Swap modeling paste, and it's like a shimmery shimmery silver, metallic silver is what I was trying to say. And I'm just using this stencil here that I got from the Reject Shop. So the Reject Shop had stencils that had, I think, 8 of these kind of little squares on an A4, bit bigger than an A4 sheet, that you could cut up into these little parts. So it's got some triangles on it, some are joined, some are not. And that's what I decided to do. And as you can see, just cleaning off the modeling paste from the stencil, because that will make it smoother for next time, and that's highly recommended by all scrapbookers, I am sure. Anyway, so I'm just using my baby wipe to clean up, because the stencil had stuff on the back of it, so when I stuck it down after the first time it got a bit everywhere. So I'm trying to show you that, and I didn't show you very long at all. But then I figure I'll just start again, I'll use that for another one, or my son will use it, something will happen. So cut off the brandy strip of the paper, start again, be a bit more purposeful, be a bit cleaner. So I'm pretty sure I wipe in between. So yeah, I'm wiping the back of it before I put it down again. That way, modeling paste will only go where I want it to go. Or at least it'll only go through the holes of the stencil, not already be there on the back of the stencil. So just keeping it minimal this time. And actually when I was editing this video before, the first time that first layout I put the modeling paste on, I was like, oh, that's a lot of modeling paste. That's not usually where I'd put the spots. That doesn't look like where I'd want it to go. And funnily enough, I didn't keep it, because obviously it wasn't me and I didn't like it at all. Anyway, out comes the packaging technique. I used some blue and some green dilution sprays, trying to make like a tealy kind of light blue colour, because there was a lot of that in the collection. And I didn't get the colour I really wanted, but it is a nice colour that matches and makes it really lovely. So just using some Liquitex ink and with the eyedropper in the bottle to dab on some yellow spots, because I thought I didn't have any yellow dilution spray, but I actually do. But it turns out it was better to ink splatter with the eyedropper, because it gave it big spots rather than the little flecks that you get when you use a spray. So here's your second time you can have a drink, because as you can see the layout has changed. And I'm cutting another triangle, because apparently I didn't like the size or the shape or the angle of that triangle. And I just realized I have 2 yellow, and then cut another yellow the same. So onto the, flip it over, fix it up. So I thought that I might like a little embellishment cluster down the bottom here. And I try and make it work, but spoiler alert, it does not stay there. And it is one of those layouts where it's just top heavy, there's a lot of white space around it, and that's what works, and I really like it in the end actually. It's one of those things, those triangle layouts, triangle inspired layouts, is something I've wanted to make for a little while and haven't got round to it, and this was the way I did it. So just ripping the bottom bit off, because I obviously thought it needed a mat down the bottom rather than a embellishment cluster. And then I seen these little eyelashes on the bottom branding strip and thought that would be perfect. Oh, look, my beautiful blue hair. So I'm just measuring to make sure that it would be 12 centimeters, so it would fit in my page. Oh, have a drink. And so what I really thought was cool, that those eyelashes, those, you know, sleepy eyes, actually goes so well with the layout. The photo is my son saying he was 8. Yeah, 8 for one last night before he went to bed before it was his birthday. So it's really cool because we're talking about, you know, going to sleep, so therefore the eyelashes, sleepy eyes, good night. And it's really cool because it's a torn end on the bottom, torn strip, page, border, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm talking about. And it covers some of the eyelashes and doesn't cover some of the others. So it makes it look really cool, like it just was there and it's part of the layout. Which in fact it obviously is, because I made it part of the layout. So, no more drinking to triangles being changed. I tell lies. I'd glued them down. I thought I'd glued them all down. Thought that's what that little break in that editing was. But I've obviously thought it would like some more black. And I'm trying to use this embellishment, like a little card that came in the cut apart sheet. And instead, it does not work. And so there's these little cool triangle banners that came in I'm pretty sure it's the Make-A-Wish Cocoa Vanilla Studios chipboard that we got with this collection. And we got these cool D-Lizzy brads. So I put them on, I'm laying them there, but I do commit to them in a moment. And I'm just seeing what else I can add, because I am up to the embellishing stage. And this is where it goes a little bit totally different. So, you know, these brads, they could have not been on the page and this page still would have been fine, but they're pretty cool addition to the page and take it right up to the top, even though you can't see what I'm doing right now. So I'm using my die pick, which is funny because I no longer have a die cutting machine, but I kept the pick because it's a really good sharp point to knock out those things like putting a hole in to add a brad, or you know, when you get the letter E or the letter D in your stickers or your alphabet stickers, and you need to push out that hollow, not the hollow, but it does end up hollow, that part in the middle of the D or the letter. They're really good for doing that. And it's really good for unclogging glue and things like that, as long as you clean it afterwards, because then the glue clogs up on it. Anyway, I'm not sure that you came to watch a video and listen about the 101 uses for a die pick. Something that people probably have or don't have, and their life is okay either way. So we got these square stickers, and no, I have no idea where they came from now. You could probably check out the Kitaholics website. I'll link that down below, because this is where the goodies come from. Anyway, they were squares, and I used the ones that have got backgrounds and cut shapes. I obviously cut triangles because the whole layout is triangles. So I cut triangles to add some different embellishment doodads and enjoyment. So adding some doodly borders on some of the triangles. Trying to work out what I'm going to do for a title. This one's the dashes rather than the straight lines. That's a boodly. Great talking. Doodly border. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I just did some work stuff, and I've, you know, done a bit of this and a bit of that all this weekend, so I'm a bit tired, a bit exhausted. Well, I'm not actually tired, but I should go to bed and make myself sleep, because I do have to go back to work this week. I had a week off because I had a procedure done on my foot, and I'm not looking forward to being on my feet tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm not sure that you needed that life update. So here I'm just going to make a title. So I thought I'd make a triangle shape, an upside down triangle with my figures. 8 for one last day is what I am writing, and fiddling so very, very much with the figures. It's unbelievable. It's so funny that I rarely use like a cutter or a trimmer or anything to cut paper. I just cut with scissors, and if it's not straight, as long as you can't tell too much. But other times I'm so pedantic, like, really do I have to spend 20 minutes signing up stickers. Like, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be a-okay. So just drawing a triangle here and adding in some journaling about what the photo is about, which is really, he just wanted to show me that he's ate for one last day, and he put a sad face on his face while he was saying that. So I end up putting it on that triangle because it looks like it's out of place, and I didn't want to do a doodly border triangle again next to each other. So I changed up the word 1 for the number 1, and it fits perfectly on the triangle, which might be a bit tricky to see on screen, but it looks really nice in a real life because the gold does stand out. So just adding on some of these enamel triangles that we got with our kit, and they were perfect. Maybe that's where I got the idea from. I don't know. I think part of it was that this would be a cool photo. It would fit in a triangle size, and the patterns go really well together, and those enamel triangles were just perfect. So just using some stickers and some of the exclusive words and thing cut apart, some washi tape. So it's really nice, that teal green colour, that tealy, is it green? Tealy bluey green colour, maybe that's what it is. Another word sticker because you can't have too many words on your layout. And I just put the phone sticker on there and the headphones because I took the photo on my phone. He likes to listen to music on his headphones. Wanted to use the stickers up, you know, the normal. So just finishing up, and you can see the last little bit that I put on, and then you'll be able to see the close-up and the full shot. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye-bye.